What's up, guys? Navarro here, Penny Stocks Club 13, June 18th, 2020, and another one for the books, guys. BIOC, our biggest winner. And man, what a day, guys. What a week. What a couple of weeks and what a year. I mean, we've been rocking it. Let's let's keep it going, team. We've been doing great. I know some of the members here. Yesterday, we gave a shout out to Rene. I'm gonna give another one out today because he's 2 for 2. Second trade he's ever placed. BIOC, another winner. Yesterday, IDEX, the first winner ever for him. Congratulations again, man. Let's keep it going. And let's get right to it, guys. BIOC. Let's just see what happened today. I'm gonna take you here. All these red lines, they're support and resistance levels. Old support becomes new resistance. Old resistance becomes new support, and so on and so forth. It goes back and forth. So all these levels here, they were key for today's trading. And why are they key? Because they're profit-taking zones, guys. They are supposed to be where you're gonna take profits, take some out, because you never know. Their resistance, they might just be too strong that it'll get rejected and come right back down. So you got to make sure you take profits. Nothing is given in trading, so you got to make sure that as it's moving up, you want to be taking profits, not when it's moving down. I think I've said that enough times over and over again throughout the videos that I've posted, and I hope that you guys are doing what you're supposed to and take profits when you have them, guys. That's my advice to you. Again, it's your money. You do whatever you do. If you have a lot of risk tolerance and you don't mind giving back a lot of money, then that's your trading style. You go for it. But again, my advice: take money when you have it. All right, let's get right to it, guys. This past couple of weeks, we've been trading this one over and over. We've been trading it the whole year. We traded it last year as well, if you all remember. So this one has been one that's been making us money over and over. So right here, as you can see, I still have the trend lines from previous trades, from previous setups. This was it was kind of a flag. I mean, it all depends on the perspective of the trader. You can see this kind of flagging pattern, little flag wedge pattern. It all depends. I just move that line. So again, I see it different ways. Either way, for me, it's a wedge. And with this day and breaking above it, we were in it. We played the gap, made some money. Then I told you, okay, I don't think it's going to continue because it didn't close way up here for that push of momentum and continuation. I told you, I think this one, I'd rather have it do this curling action, confirm 60 as support. And it did, guys. That's what it did. Now, yesterday, I told you I was out getting takeout, some food and stuff. I came back and it was around 6 o'clock in the afternoon and I see it gapping up. I take a quick glance at the computer and I see my watch list and I see BIOC that it was up after market and I say, oh, well, wait a second. I mean that's one I wanted to enter, before the break of 70. It's above 70. I took a position at 71. I put it up on the WhatsApp chat and some of you replied, hey, I'm in it. Those of you that have aftermarket access, uh, like TD Ameritrade and stuff like that. And those of you on Robinhood, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, that's the bad part about Robinhood. But if you were able to get in it, you didn't have to waste a day trade. So that's awesome about having full hours trading on TD Ameritrade. So we set ourselves up for that, and I had been telling you it needed to curl, and then we need to start looking at key resistance and support levels, right? So first thing I told you, I mean, it needs to get over that 0.75, and this 70 has to become support. So let me take you to the 1 minute, 1 day, 3 minute chart. Okay, and right here, guys, I'm gonna go over some quick kind of lesson. Hopefully, you all understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna go a little fast because I have a lot to talk about. So we position ourselves, or I positioned myself at 71. Some of you did too. Some of you 72. Some of you 73. Either way, you were in it yesterday, and then started doing this. You got to hold through the pre-market and stuff like that. This is insignificant, as you can see. There's not enough volume here to make any determination of which side it's going to take. Then, when it opened up here at 72, and then you've got all this action going on. It might be just accumulation. It might be people who are down here taking profit. So you got this back and forth going on, right? Nothing's really happening. It hadn't picked a side. So this is just all noise. This is just pure noise. There's nothing going on. Then it started trending above VWAP. VWAP is that purple line, like I said. Then you got your 9 EMA. So these are key indicators during a day trade session, not a day trading session. A day actually as well a day trading session. You want to look at the 9 EMA when you're day trading because it'll confirm the trend upward, and only when it makes a move like this, right? So again, it showed support here at VWAP. It started making a move. You got the increase in volume, and I told you it needs to break over 75. You can see here that's the 75 level. I got that red line right there. It broke through it. I said, okay, we're through 75. Now it needs to confirm support at 75. 1 3 minute candle, touch and go. That's good, guys. I mean, look, it pushed up, decreasing volume, confirmed support, and then another increasing volume and a bigger push. Then I told you, okay, now the 80 level is another key level. That's the 80 level, the red line right there. And I was posting pictures of this, screenshots of this on the WhatsApp chat, so that you could all understand what I was watching, what I was seeing, and what needed to happen, so that you all can be comfortable with the trade. So it broke over, came under, it's straddling the 80, right? And then I started drawing this trend line right here, higher lows. Then I started drawing this lower highs, and you can see the push up and that flag pattern, this wedge, basically a symmetrical wedge. And now I said, now it needs to break out of that pattern. It broke with big volume on this candle right here, or with bigger volume on this candle. Bigger volume started coming in, as you can see here. And then I said, okay, now we're going to take profits at 90, guys. So we started taking profits at 90, 91, 92, and we took some off. And now I told you, okay, now we're going to look for the one to hopefully go and test the $1 level. And I told you I set myself up for at 99.50 to sell some shares, because it's not definite that it's going to go test it. When I started struggling here, I told you I decided to take some more off here, and some of you said, yeah, we took some off as well. So good. As you start seeing that resistance, it didn't quite get to one. That doesn't mean it's going to get to one. The resistance might be right before. People that are conservative traders start taking profits before it hits that level, and that's why I set myself up at 99.50. And it's probably a little too high. I should have taken it at 97 or somewhere here. I took it at 96, and then I took some more right here at 95, which is still a good exit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we're never going to be able to top ticket. If you top ticket all the time, man, you're the best trader ever that I've known. But again, we can't hit the very bottom. We can't hit the very top. We just got to take profits as we go along. And right now, we're still holding some shares for a possible continuation, guys. And that is what I saw throughout the day. And I hope you all, with the pictures that I sent you, understood what I was watching and why I was holding on to it. So the key thing to take here is that this 82, 83 level here, as you can see, it was resistance. Then it became support a couple of times. Then that VWAP started, being support. It's been support for a while, so hopefully, that's a sign of continuation tomorrow. So BIOC, guys, what a trade again! Awesome trade. Now, what are we've been holding this one for a while. VBIV. Let's move on to the next one. VBIV, make this big push. Danny called it out. This is not my call out. It is my trade idea though, but it's Danny's call out. I told him, you called it out here. I said, okay, I don't think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna kind of trend here. It's got to confirm that two level support. If it confirms it, then I'm gonna be back in it. So on this day, it confirmed support for me in my eyes. It made this big push with a little bit of increase in volume. I told you if it comes and tests the high of this candle, this green candle here, when he called it out, I'm gonna be in it at 220. That's exactly where I was in it at 219. Took profits the next day, and then I see this little curl in action, and I said, you know what? It confirmed support here. We entered again at 220, and then we sold it this day, right? On this big green candle. Let me zoom in. This is the confirmed support here, took profits here, and then it made this candle here the following day where it came, and it didn't break below, or it didn't close below the 250, and I was back in it at 260, 263, and then I added again yesterday, and then I added again today, guys. Why? Because I have already this pattern set up here, this ascending triangle. You got your push up, and you got your ascending triangle pattern, your bull flag, whatever you want to call it, get wedge, flag, I don't care. The pattern is there. and we're just looking for it to break over 280. That's the key resistance level. It's been rejected there so many times in the past 4 days. So that's what we wanted to break out of. And today had some news after market around I don't know, 7 or 6 or somewhere around there, 6 in the afternoon. I'm talking about 6 in the afternoon Central Time. That's where we're at. So tomorrow I'm definitely looking for it, and I'm holding my full position for a break over 280 and a possible break over three. Right, a possible break over three. We go to the 3 year 1 week to find the next support or resistance level. There's nothing else up here after three to tell us where to take profit. So we got to go to the 3 year 3 week, and it's got a high of $5, guys. And I did have this red line here for you. I believe I spoke about it because it's been on watch for a while. So again, don't take profits thinking it's gonna get all the way too far. Don't try to take profits at five. Take profits along the way. If it breaks over three, 350, $4, 450, five, break it down. Break it down into partial profits. It might not get there. We never know. So VBIV on watch, holding strong, and with an awesome and solid pattern. Now failed swing trades from yesterday, MLND. Let me go to the 1 year 1 day. Why did I call it out? As you can see, it's been in a little uptrend, and then it had this big push yesterday, right? Look at the volume. So there's no way, and I had a strong close. There's no way we're gonna take a trade. I called it out at 295. I got in it at 295. Let me take you to the 1 day 3 minute. So let me zoom out. This is today. This is extended hours, pre-market and after or pre-market and aftermarket, and it was testing this three level all day and getting rejected, got rejected, got rejected. Then I see this big push with increasing volume. I said, this is a sure gapper tomorrow, right? So I positioned myself at 295. Again, I like to do that before the break at 295. I did not have a day trade. That's why if I told you last video, I would have taken profits off the table at 340, then 350, and so on and so forth. That's the kind of trader I am. And unfortunately, I didn't have day trades, so I had to hold it. And I was holding it because I saw this big volume here, and I said it's got to be a sure gapper. And that's why you want to take profits, because this is going to happen. I've been telling you that. So if you have a day trade, it's always worth it to lock in profits, guys. Any kind of profits, because this happens. I sold out here at I believe I get back like 2 to 3%. I got it at 295, and I sold here at this red candle at 287, 2.63%, guys. That's how much I get back. It's not a big loss, but nonetheless, failed swing trade. I could have gotten a little bit out of it, but I wasn't gonna wait for it to confirm. And after this big sell-off, there's no way I was gonna hold it again. I only have a 5% threshold as far as losses. So MLND failed trade. KIRK. Uh, Let me go to the 1 year 1 day. This one I've been calling out. I called it out here, thinking it was gonna break. It had a big push with a big candle. It didn't break, and then again, it all depends on the timing, guys. The timing. If my timing would have been better, if I would have bought it on this day or on this day, it all depends. My timing was off. It did break out, and unfortunately, I wasn't in it. I was focused on the other trades. I did get a trade in yesterday in the afternoon for a possible continuation after that breakout. So, it was a failed trade. I wasn't gonna hold it. I started focusing on BIOC and VBIV, and I just forgot about this one. I took my losses, and that's it. Okay, now for this one, what is my trade idea now? Again, I told you that the 175 level was key. Let me take you to the 1 minute, 1 day, 3 minute chart. So right here yesterday, it broke out. It got that 175. It took off, right? And right now it's trading sideways. So what I want to do is that same kind of curling action where it's gonna take off, guys. So if we see the 180, 175 become support and it starts curling back up, we want to be ready for the break of the 220 or the 210 high. So again, this one's on watch, goes back on watch, and for now, unless it starts selling off, then we'll take it off the watch list. So KIRK, again, another failed trade for me. I get back about 4%, so not bad considering that I cut my losses really quick. and my profits are bigger than my losses. That's why I take 5 to 10% profits, and I only risk 3 to 5%. Okay, so that way I know that I can be profitable because my winning trades are 5 to 10%. It's more than my losses, 3 to 5%. ACST, I called it out today for the break of 85, and we have this A, B, C, D pattern. That's the reason I called it out with increasing volume and a big price action today. Again, I follow the price action. So let me take you to the daily, or not the daily, the 1 day, 3 minute chart. Okay, so I had this big push up today, and let me zoom into this price action in the afternoon because that's where you can see the volume increase, right? So it had this big push, that's your pull. Then you've got your wedge, and then the break over the wedge, and I called it at 85, 85.50, break of 86. And sure enough, it started trickling up. Didn't have a day trade. I would have taken profits, but it's set up for a great swing trade anyways. I'm above water. Again, I took it at 85. Last traded price right here was 90. I'm up 5%. Excuse me. So tomorrow I'm hoping for a continuation. I'll be taking profits at 10%, 15%, whatever it gives me. I'll be locking in profits. Take that for a fact, guys, because that's the way I trade. ACST. Next one, OTLK. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. OTLK. Okay. This one, let me take you to the daily. So same type of pattern, guys. A, B, C, D, and with an increasing volume today, looking for it to break over the 140 level. Intraday setup. 1 day, 3 minutes. Same type of move, had this big push, and then it started trading sideways. And I called it at the 130 level for the break over, right? And it kind of traded sideways. Volume did increase. I'm still playing that ABCD pattern again. I'll cut my losses if it doesn't work, but we had to take a trade on this one. TRVN was the next call out. That's the next one. And this one, guys, my favorite type of charts, had a big push. It had this flag pattern, and then the break over it. So this one is a sure swing trade. It might come back down. It might trade a little bit sideways, do a little bit of flag, or it might just take off. I don't know. But this kind of pattern, you have to take a position in it because this is very bullish, guys. This is a solid pattern. You got your flag or your pole, you got your flag, and you got the break over the wedge or the flag with a good increase in volume, guys. That's what we look for as traders. We trade what we see. We trade the patterns. Doesn't mean we're going to be profitable all the time, but we have to trade what we see, guys, and we need to trade what seems to be repeating all the time. Bull flags repeat themselves very often, and you just have to look out for them. I hope that this helps explain the way I trade, guys. Again, this is my style. You don't need to trade like me. You can only I can only try to show you what I look for, what I see in the stock market. And again, not all the patterns need to be repeatable, but again, the most common ones. If I see it and you see it and everybody sees it, guess what? We're all gonna be in it, and that's what makes it work. So again, guys, I hope this helps you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Uh, Also share the video, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Hope everybody was green today and hope everybody's green tomorrow. Let's finish off the week strong. We'll see you guys.